Hey guys, it's Hey Sophia and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video I'm going to be doing 3 easy, simple starter houses. So shout out down below to Enderman who requested this video a while ago. Sorry it's taken a while, but I've kind of been hanging out for the 1.12 update for concrete. So concrete's really easy to make, so I have included the tiniest amount possible in this houses so it's still not too hard for you to make. You simply make it by mixing sand and gravel and putting your selected dye on the inside. So it's really up to you what colors you want to do or how much you want to include. If you can get a lot of it, you could do concrete in a lot of these houses, but yeah. So this first house here, I've just gone 2 blocks wide and 7 blocks long of the birch. For my concrete section here, I'm just making the base so I can build the rest of it, but this is 4 blocks long and 5 blocks wide. You then want to go 7 blocks high with your birch logs the whole way along. And then make a little roof. For the concrete, you're going to be doing 4 blocks high for your concrete, and you just want to put this around that little base that you made. If you're struggling to get concrete, don't make this base, just use dirt blocks or something like that to outline it. I'm then going to fill in the bottom bit here, and we're going to make the 2 wall bits that we do have. So I've got one little wall here, which is for the front door. And then I've got the same around the back, and we will also fill in the roof. So this is basically the base of our house now. This section here I'm going to use glass window panes and fill in my window. I like the glass panes because it adds a little bit more depth. So it's great to use when you're doing a starter house and you can't get a lot of material. For a simple path, I'm just using cobblestone with a little bit of gravel mixed in just to have a bit of variety. And then for decoration of plants, I'm just using some oak leaves. You could go along like that. I'm just going to do a little bit at the front there. And for the inside, I'm just filling in with birch logs, and I will use a birch door. Just because I've used birch. You could do stuff other than birch as well. Yeah, I'm not going to do the interiors because I have already done a lot in my other videos. I do still plan on doing a video about what to put in starter houses. So I'll link down below one of my other starter house videos which I have done interiors. But yeah, so that is the very first starter house. If you want to add a little bit more detail, just use some staircases like this, and it just adds a little bit more depth to your wood as well. But there you go, so there is one very simple modern starter house, but we'll get on to the next one. So this one's a starter house that goes up high a little bit, so your base here you want to be going 5 blocks wide and 6 blocks long. And we're going to try and make like a very kind of cool modern tall cube rectangle thing. So you want to be going 8 blocks long, not 8 blocks long, 8 blocks tall on the corners here. And then we're going to completely fill in that area. Now you could use any type of wood that you have available. I've just used dark oak because I think it's a really modern looking wood block. But you could use oak or birch if that's all you can get, really. You want to just make sure that you are doing decorations like using staircases in this build and plants like I'll show you because it is very simple. It is meant to be simple though it is a modern house, but you just want to make sure that you're decorating it as well. So the front door here, I've just gone 3 blocks high and put a little staircase on top. And I'm making a little window here that wraps around the edge of the building. So on the top, we're also going to be doing another wraparound building, but on the bottom there, you want to be doing these staircases, unlike the bottom one where you didn't do staircases on the bottom. And again, just like the bottom one, we're going to wrap it around the building to about the same length. And then we're going to do the staircases around the top, just like I did for the bottom one. And for one more window, you could have more if you like. I'm going to add this floor to ceiling one at the back, just for a bit of decoration. Now to fill in the windows, just like the first house again, I'm going to be using the glass window panes and just wrapping around like so. The glass window panes are quite nice when you're lining them up with staircases because they line up perfectly on the edge of the staircase, so they're really great to use. I'm going to fill in my roof now, and then we will also fill in the flooring here. I'm just using dark oak again, continuing on, and we will also make our second story here, just below our window, and then our staircase we will run in this little gap here. Oh, there we go. So there we go, that's basically the base of the house now. Again, like I said, you need to be decorating this one because it is a little bit more simple. Modern houses are simple, but you want to make sure that you're just decorating with gardens to give a little bit of like something to the build. So I'm just making my pathway here a little bit wider and kind of trying to make it look a bit more like rustic-y. And then again, just like the first build, I'm doing a few hedges of the oak leaves. You could also use like farm materials if you're farming because it is a modern house and it is a survival house. But there you go, so there is the second build for you, and let's get on to the third and final one. So for the third and final house, I will be using clay because you find it quite common in rivers and it is a very modern looking block. And for my other block, I will be using the andesite because again, it's a kind of common block. If you have trouble getting andesite though, you could use concrete if that's easier. Or you could use even like cobblestone, it's just what you prefer. So for the base of this house, you want to be going 4 blocks wide and then 7 blocks long. You then want to be making the ceiling 4 blocks high, and we're just going to make this cube shape like so. For the andesite, when you go 2 blocks back at the front here, you want to be going 5 blocks high of the andesite and then 3 blocks wide. You then just want to be lining it up with the andesite there, and then kind of making this rectangle shape similar to the first house. Now instead of joining up and making a cube kind of at the back there, we're going to have this little overhang of the clay, which is why I have actually put the windows there 1 block back. For our front door, we're going to have it on the side here, so that way the front of your house is kind of like 2 cubes that are your feature. Again, just like my first and my second house, just a very cobblestone, like a very simple cobblestone and andesite pathway, just very patchy. I'm also going to be using the glass panes for my windows in this house as well. And I'm also going to be using just some oak leaves for detail. For my flooring on the inside, I'm just doing oak because it's the most simple block to find in Minecraft. You can get oak trees everywhere. So for my door, I'll also be using oak. Oop, wrong door. There we go. And for a tiny bit more detail, I'll be using the birch, like little logs there, half planks, and just making a little trimming. And there is your third house. And again, just adding a little bit more detail at the back. But there you go. So there are 3 easy, really simple houses to build in Minecraft that are modern. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Comment down below which one is your favorite and if you have any build suggestions for me that you would like me to do. But like always guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.